Hello, Agent Wilson. Well, it has been revealed through this wheel back here. This is an emotion wheel I got from my therapist. What it talks about is what emotions. And as I'm doing my broker, what emotions, what am I feeling? So as I'm doing this brokerage license, I'm feeling sad. And that's really backwards from what a normal person should feel, because I'm gonna have more abilities, powers, responsibilities, more certifications. It's just like, why am I feeling like I know why I'm feeling sad. Like I took like a nap for like 2 hours in the middle of me doing this um studying for this course. I'm about to hit 20%. And so what that means is I have low self-esteem. So that low self-esteem is a sense of worth and value in my own self, which it's got to be subconscious. There's no like conscious reason for it, because I've done a lot of achievements in my life. However, with just comparing myself to regular people, I definitely have the intellect to get certifications, to win certifications. And this probably goes back to why I don't have a degree, and then the results that have come out of not having a degree, or not that there's any correlation other than self-esteem. Because I feel really sad that I'm actually having to do this. And it really does not make sense. It's probably like a societal pressure where it's like, oh, if you're not certified, or if you don't have this degree or this pedigree, then like your worth should be lower than another person, which independently has no real, like, that doesn't mean a a, a damn thing. It really doesn't. However, it's one of those things, like, you don't live on an island, you live in society. Like, so for me having this brokerage license, I can attract people to me who want to work with me or work under me. It's it's more of just like a one of those accolades or a signifier of status. It's not it's not moral authority where I've actually gone through it, but it's title authority where I have this title. So then I have more I'm supposed to have more authority. Kind of like your boss at your job is supposed to be your boss. But if you don't act like your boss, you're not going to respect him like a boss. So it's one of those things where I just feel like I act like a boss, but maybe I don't have the boss name badge. And it's you have to earn that stuff as well. Um, it's just like when I was in the military, I was a leader. So not only did I earn my own name badge, but I earned the leader badge in basic. So I do have like leadership skills, but getting those skills require you burdening yourself with more responsibility. And I honestly feel as if me getting the license is taking more burdens off of me at this point in time, because I've done the work. I know what it's required. I just haven't like sustained the work. Uh, that's probably why I'll be like, man, like this yawning. The yawning is basically saying go to sleep because you're depressed, because you're sad. So it's like this is what this is coming. Like, this is why it's so hard. It takes so much time, because I'm literally like moving slower at a slower pace than the way I would normally do things. And I can also draw a correlation between this and having a degree. Even though in my life, like, the people with degrees again don't produce more results. But it's one of those status things where it's a social status, which regardless of how important I say it's not, or if I say it's useless, it is it is one thing that people think about in their mind. Like, I think about it in my mind. Like I started something and I didn't finish it, right? So there's that. The other part is creating my own rules and living by them, which also requires having high self-esteem. So doing more achievements, getting more achievements gives me higher self-esteem. So this is one of them. And then according to the emotion wheel, since I'm feeling sad, on the other side of that sadness is joy. And joy is joy. So uh, so yeah, so I just need to keep going. But this is why I'm like falling asleep and getting tired and like, oh man, even though I study, I got all these books in my I turned the camera around, I got all these books in here. I don't fall asleep in the middle of reading them, but this thing where it's actually like advancing my career, I'm like, ugh, I'm tired, I'm sad. But I think what that means is I'm just getting that sadness that's inside of me out. It's coming out. And maybe there's a lot of it, so it has to just come out through work and through continually adding more layers of self-esteem that's forcing the sadness out of me. It has to Sadness also has to be expressed. It cannot be bottled up. So I think that's what's happening, where it's just like it's just coming out of me. And then I also have to shout out this one book right here. History of the American Negro and His Institutions. Right, so this talks about a lot of successful black people. Let me see. I'll read one of these guys out. Most of these guys in here were pastors at churches, evangelists. Man, let me see something. All right, so look. I'm not even gonna play around with this. All right, so this guy, born in just before the close of the Civil War, his father, who was a slave before emancipation, was a skillful shoemaker. His mother is his mother. Uh, they own a home in Carlisle. Their 3 living children. Their father has sought to give them the educational advantages which he lacked. He worked on the farm till he entered ministry. And from the beginning, he has given himself to the work wholeheartedly, and when called to hard tasks for which he felt unprepared, has endeavored to, by close application, to prepare himself. See, like, I definitely feel I could get a degree. It doesn't seem like difficult. It just seems tasks, just like it seems easy. Uh, He belongs to the Masons and Pythians. Man, yeah. So a lot of these guys, they're owning churches, become ministers. Parents were born in slavery, and like they spent large amounts of years working to get degrees. Um, he believes that the permanent progress and prosperity of the race must be built up through Christian education along all lines. One of the most potent influences in his life, contact with men of culture and experience. So these guys, they was coming out of a different era.